Hi, this is Dan Weedin. I'm a nationally recognized insurance expert, and today we're going to talk about car insurance claims. Nobody wants to be involved in a car accident. Whether it's your fault or whether it's somebody else's fault, it's always a chaotic, traumatic event, and hopefully nobody becomes injured, but that does happen sometimes. Here are some things to think about when you're dealing with a car accident and a car insurance claim. Number one, make sure that you have a current auto identification card in your car, because the person that you got in an accident with, you're going to need to exchange that information. So make sure that you have that auto identification card, which number one has your insurance company information, but it also has your agent's information and phone numbers as well. The second thing is that no matter what happens, you really don't want to tell the other person, gee, this was my fault. Now maybe it was, but the reality is there's so many things that happen and events that happen in any type of car wreck. And what you don't want to do is basically say it was my fault when maybe it wasn't. Your insurance company would prefer to do the adjusting of the claim and make sure of that. So make sure everybody's okay, get all the information, swap that out, but don't admit to something that may turn out to be not true at all. The next thing, this is really important, and because of technology, it's easier than ever. Make sure that you take pictures at the scene. I don't care how small the accident may seem to be, whether it's a little fender bender that happened in a parking lot or a full-on accident. It's very important to take pictures. Take pictures of the car where it's been damaged, take picture of skid marks, take pictures of everything that's involved. Your insurance company will love you because the more information they have, the better and faster it's going to be to go through that claims process. The next thing that's important is to call your insurance agent immediately, or the company immediately. You have the ability to do that. You have the 800 number on your insurance card. Call them from the scene. I've had to do that before when my daughter was involved in an accident and I showed up. I actually called the insurance company on the scene and they were able to get a statement from my daughter and from the other person right then and there. So do not feel bad. Do not go back and say, I'm going to call later. Call right now. Get that part of it done. It'll probably reduce the amount of paperwork and work that you'd have to do later if you get that done immediately. Finally, if you do get paperwork that comes from the adjuster, whether it's yours or the other parties, do it quickly. Things get blurry in your mind after a while as to what happened, number one. And number two is it really delays the process. So go do the paperwork quickly after any claim. Do what they tell you to do as far as getting estimates, and make sure that you're not holding up the claim, which happens more often than you might think. It's not the company's fault, it's actually the people involved. So be very quick and rapid in your response. This has been Dan Weedin. Today we've been talking about car insurance claims. We'll see you next time.